Today we are going to talk about one of the boldest, wildest, and most powerful creations to ever roll out of BMW's M division, a machine that is not just a car but a statement of dominance, exclusivity, and futuristic performance. This is the BMW XM Label Red, the crown jewel of the XM lineup, and a car that BMW itself calls the most powerful road-legal production vehicle they have ever built. When you first lay your eyes on it, the XM Label Red doesn't just sit on the road quietly. It looks like it's demanding attention. With its aggressive proportions, its muscular stance, and those red accents that tell you right away that this isn't an ordinary BMW. It is a fusion of luxury, power, and technology, crafted for those who want nothing less than the absolute top of the line. The story of the XM Label Red begins with BMW's daring decision to create an SUV that would live entirely under the M brand, not just a performance-tuned version of a regular BMW, but a machine conceived from scratch with M blood running through every detail. The standard BMW XM already shocked the automotive world with its hybrid V8 powertrain and unapologetically bold styling, but then came the label Red. This was BMW's way of turning the volume up to the maximum, showing what happens when their engineers and designers unleash every ounce of performance and design aggression without compromise. Under the hood lies the heart of this beast, a 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine paired with a high-performance electric motor. Together, they generate a combined output of around 748 horsepower and a monstrous 1,000 Nm of torque. Just think about that for a second. That's more power than most supercars. Wrapped inside the body of a luxury SUV, it means that this heavyweight machine can rocket from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 3.8 seconds, leaving behind not only other SUVs, but even plenty of sports cars that dare to challenge it. Push further, and the speed doesn't stop until 250 kilometers per hour, or 290 kilometers per hour if you go for the M driver's package. This is no ordinary family SUV. It's a missile dressed in leather, metal, and carbon fiber. But the story doesn't end at the numbers. The way the XM Label Red delivers this performance is where things get even more fascinating. The V8 engine alone produces nearly 585 horsepower, but the magic comes from the electric motor, which adds an additional 197 horsepower. What makes it unique is the pre-gearing stage integrated into the transmission that amplifies the motor's torque, giving you immediate thrust as soon as you touch the pedal. This hybrid system isn't just for efficiency, it's engineered to enhance performance, delivering that electrifying surge instantly before the turbos even have a chance to spool up. Step inside the XM Label Red and you realize that this SUV is designed to be more than just a performance monster. The interior is a theater of exclusivity. Red accents run across the cabin, red contrast stitching on the leather seats, red trim around the air vents, a red XM badge sitting proudly on the center console. The carbon fiber trim isn't plain either. It has subtle red and blue threads woven into it, celebrating BMW M's iconic colors. Even the headliner has a sculpted 3D prism-like design with fiber optic lighting, turning the cabin into a modern lounge that feels both sporty and futuristic. Everywhere you look inside, you see a balance between brutal performance and refined luxury. The seats are designed not only to hold you tight during aggressive cornering, but also to provide long-distance comfort. Ambient lighting bathes the cabin in soft colors that can be adjusted to your mood, while the sound system, whether the standard Harman Kardon or the optional Bowers and Wilkins Diamond surround sound system, transforms every journey into a concert on wheels. It's not just about getting from one place to another. It's about the experience of being inside something extraordinary. On the outside, the Label Red makes sure no one mistakes it for anything else. The kidney grille, already huge and bold, gets surrounded with Toronto red accents. The same color highlights the window lines, the diffuser, and even the massive wheels, making it look more like a performance sculpture than a car. If you want to tone down the red, you can choose black accents instead, but the Label Red name makes it clear what BMW really intended. The stance is wide, muscular, and full of confidence. It doesn't blend in, it stands out and makes its presence known in every rear-view mirror it fills. BMW didn't just make this car powerful. They gave it the handling dynamics that only an M car can deliver. Adaptive M suspension, Active roll stabilization, rear axle steering, and MX drive all come together to make sure that even though the XM Label Red is a heavy SUV, it corners with surprising agility. This isn't just a straight-line rocket. It's engineered to carve through roads, to let its driver feel connected, and to prove that an SUV can deliver thrills once reserved only for sports coupes. The chassis, the brakes, the steering, all tuned by BMW M engineers to deliver precision and confidence. The hybrid system also means that the XM Label Red can drive short distances purely on electric power, making it quiet and emissions-free when you want it to be. Imagine that, you could glide silently through the city with nobody suspecting that you have nearly 750 horsepower at your disposal until you unleash it on the open road. It's a dual personality machine, one moment calm and refined, the next moment ferocious and untamed. Exclusivity is another key part of the XM Label Red story. BMW knows this isn't a car for everyone, and that's exactly the point. Certain versions of it, especially with unique paint finishes, are limited to just 500 units worldwide. Owning one isn't just about having another SUV, it's about being part of a very small group of people who wanted the most extreme expression of what BMW M can create. It's about making a statement that you don't just follow trends, you set them. Now, think about the symbolism here. BMW chose to release this car at a time when the automotive world is shifting rapidly towards electrification. By creating a hybrid that combines brutal V8 power with electric torque, they're bridging the gap between the raw, emotional performance of the past and the technological advancements of the future. The XM Label Red represents that balance, a car that respects tradition but embraces what's coming next. It's a rolling piece of automotive evolution. The presence of this SUV on the road is unlike anything else. Imagine pulling up at a traffic light, surrounded by ordinary vehicles, and there you are in a machine that dwarfs everything with its sheer size and presence, a grille glowing with confidence, red accents shouting power, and an engine growl that could scare off anything that tries to challenge it. People turn their heads. They point, they take pictures, because the XM Label Red doesn't just pass by, it dominates the scene. But beyond the power, beyond the design, there's something emotional about this machine. It's the idea that BMW dared to create something unapologetically bold. Some people might say it's too much, too big, too aggressive, too in your face, and maybe that's true. But for the people who want a car that reflects ambition, dominance, and exclusivity, that too much is exactly what makes it perfect. As you drive it, you feel the weight of engineering excellence behind every push of the pedal, every turn of the wheel. The sound of the V8 mixed with the whine of the electric motor creates a symphony that feels alive, mechanical and futuristic at the same time. The acceleration pins you back, the suspension keeps you grounded, and the interior wraps you in luxury. It's an experience, a story, a performance all in one. In the end, the BMW XM Label Red is more than just the most powerful BMW ever built. It's a statement piece, a car designed for those who don't just want to blend in but want to stand apart, to own something rare and extraordinary. It's an SUV that acts like a supercar, a hybrid that feels like a beast, a luxury lounge that can out-accelerate almost anything on the road. It's a bold chapter in BMW's history, one that future enthusiasts will look back on as the moment BMW showed what happens when boundaries are pushed to the extreme. So whenever you think about the BMW XM Label Red, don't just think of it as another car. Think of it as a story of ambition, a story of performance meeting technology, and a story of exclusivity that very few people will ever get to experience. It is loud, it is proud, and it is unapologetically BMW M at its finest. And with that, if you enjoyed this story about the ultimate SUV, the BMW XM Label Red, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing automotive stories.